Hello, Internet. Hello, Henry. Hello, world. My name is Sam Rubenstein. This is After Campfire. I made this video, or at least I thought I made this video on Sunday. Um, and apparently I never did, and that's really sad. But in my brain, it was made, so I'm very mad that I'm making it again. So I'm gonna go over what I said to what I thought was a camera. But I also, there's a very high possibility that after the weekend I had, that I never made this video and that I instead thought that I made this video, which is much more upsetting. So, here we go. Um, the first thing I want to talk about is how did I end up through the weekend that I ended up through, where, like, this is a discussion, like, that I could have just, you know, forgotten if I did something or not. And the answer to that question is, well, you see, it was a very long weekend, confusing and convoluted weekend. A lot of things going on. So, I'll start with the fact that on Friday I had a writers conference cruise thing that I had to go on for my company that I own. And let me tell you, it is not. It wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't. It was not. It wasn't it. It just was. It was not it. It was something, but it wasn't it. It was one night around the Atlantic City Harbor. Me and my friends, the company, we were the youngest people there by a solid 15 to 20 years. Um, it was a mess. Uh, that's where I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to be rude to people and make fun of people's lives or careers, and or lack of careers due to decisions they've made. True, it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. The highlight though is that because I lived in Atlantic City, and like outside of Atlantic City when I went to college and went to Stockton, I stayed in my old dorm room, which because I used to live in a hotel, so I stayed in my hotel dorm room and I relaxed and I had a nice time and I hung out with some friends the next day and I met their baby and I'm going to their wedding in like a week and a half. Um, it is not Ren Fair themed. It is goth chic, so I'm going as Edgar Allan Poe, um, which is going to be awesome. And I'm very excited about that. Additionally, um, when I got home, I had a lot of work that needed to get done on Saturday night. So I spent all of Saturday night just working on some personal work that needed to get done for my business, for the TV show that I'm writing for me. And so that was all I did on Saturday. Then Sunday I had to get work done for school. Um, and I assumed that at some point during this on Sunday, I stopped and recorded an episode of After Campfire while sleep deprived, thinking that, yeah, I definitely did this. I did not do it, apparently. And for that, I apologize to no one. Just, I'll apologize to everyone that's not Henry. Let's change that. I apologize to people who aren't Henry. Perfect. Um, so that's my. How did we get here? I went on a really concerning boat trip, and it ruined everything else for me in my life for a short period of time. Then let's get into these. Oh, also, Storm is not here anymore. Storm moved out not this not yesterday, but the Monday before it. About a week and one day ago was when Storm moved out. So I asked Henry a question. I said, "Hey Henry, what's the Halloween costume of the year?" And Henry was like, "Oh, you know, it's It's heroes, it's Marvel characters, um, it's all these things, and like I guess I don't know. I was thinking like this year there was like a big push for um for like more TV shows and more this and that, and like Marvel's What If has been out and like people are obsessed with it. Not as much as people are obsessed with WandaVision or Loki, which is probably accurate. You're going to see a lot of WandaVision couple outfits this Halloween. Like the WandaVision couple costumes are going to be huge. And the Sylvie Loki costumes are also going to be big with couples for some weird reason. I don't know how I feel about that, just based on the implications of what it is. Um, but then I think that there's going to be other like interesting ones. Like last Halloween, we didn't really get to do much, and we didn't dress up that much, and so I think a lot of people are gonna pull some older ones too. Like, will we pull back and have people dressed as COVID? Maybe. Will there be someone dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog? No. Um, am I going to be dressed up as Waluigi? Wah. Um, but it'll be fun, and I'm excited for it. Um, I think I'm gonna be Waluigi. I don't know if I've said this enough, but I'm, you know. So anyway, so that's my answers. Like very similar to Henry's. So then Henry asked me a question. What is my archetype? And like I feel like I've answered this before, not in a video. But for those who are wondering, I'm a chaotic good bard. Why? It makes me laugh. How do I? What does he do? He does his best. He's just having fun. He's trying to help people, but at the same point in time, he's laws aren't real sometimes, and it's okay. He's just playing on the bagpipe. So I'm a chaotic bard, and I'm okay with that. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. It's not a bad question. I just feel like I've explained it so many times. I'm just gonna run around. Like there are people who take D&D and like tabletop games very seriously, and then there's me who, if you invite me to play, I'll join you. But there's also a very high chance that I'm gonna run off into left field playing my instrument and just dancing in the background. Like there's people fighting, and I'm just like, yeah, do it, go, go, come on, friend, you know. Oh, look, a chicken wing. Hey, like it's chaotic and it's fun. It's not a good character. It's not a helpful character. It's not even an enjoyable character for people. But I have fun, and that's what matters to me. You know? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Henry a question. I haven't thought of a question, but I can ask Henry a question. Um, Henry, if you could go back in time, that's a terrible question. I lied, Henry. I can't do two going back in times in a row, or like, no, we're not doing this. I disagree. I caught myself. I caught myself. Never mind, Henry. Henry, if you were going to learn one new skill, what do you want to learn? I feel like we've done this one, but not for a while. Maybe you've learned the skill that you were going to learn when we did this last. But tell me, what are you learning, Henry? Knowledge is power.